students, today we're going to learn the importance of responsible consumption. Have you heard about it? Responsible consumption is about consuming product based on our real needs and choosing options that are beneficial to our environment and social equilibrium. Sometimes we buy and consume too many products more than we actually need. Too many clothes, toys, electronic devices. Do you really think we need all of this? We try to make things the best what we have without buying new things. Responsible consumption is based on the 3R principle, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. Just imagine buying 2 big cans instead of 6 small cans. You'd be buying the same product, generating less waste. We can also reuse those 2 big bottles to store some water. We could use the sheet of paper for note-taking by writing on the blank side. The last part is recycle. We can recycle material like plastic, glass, and cardboard. Did you know we can make a book by recycling 8 cereal boxes? Have you watched Itbulaga? They have a segment called One for All for One, which is the person must have 10 bottles in order to win the prize. The bottles they have collected will become a chair and donated to some school here in the Philippines. Consuming product we don't need is very harmful to our environment. That's why we should change some of our habits and be mindful to our purchased product.
Financial literacy is the confident understanding of concepts including savings, investing, and debt that leads to an overall sense of financial well-being and self-trust. It starts building basic knowledge of money matters, and while Americans couldn't certain by improve on this score, they've gained in recent years. There are 5 concepts of financial literacy. First is earning. First, you will not be able to practice your being literate in finance if you don't earn. If it means you are not working or you have business. Second is spending. This is a portion of that you can do with your earnings. You can spend it with your needs and you can spend it in your wants. Third is saving and investing. This is the portion where you save money for the future purposes or something that you want to buy in the future. Fourth is borrowing. Guys, please know that not all debts are bad. There are debts that are good. Good means for good purposes. For example, when you want to expand business or to upgrade it and you don't have capital or money, you can borrow because it is for good purposes. It is for the expansion of business and not just for your wants. And lastly is protecting. This is where you will avail an insurance or something that can protect you and your family in the future.
Good day, my lovely students. My name is Mary and I will be your teacher for this quarter. After going through this module, you were expected to learn: number 1, why should we take care of our nature? Number 2, what are the ways we can do to maintain the beauty of our nature? And lastly, number 3, what are the laws we should follow for our nature? Our nature. Our country, the Philippines, our country are very rich in different natural resources that comes from our mountains, oceans, and lands. Our nature is the provider of the foods we eat, the water we drink, and the other resources we use for us to be able to exist. Why should we take care of our nature? Let me ask you, do you think that this photo shows the right doings in taking care of our nature? or this photo. We should know that nature is not a simply warehouse of resources to serve human needs. It is a highly integrated, interdependent, functioning system upon which all life forms, including the soil, water, plants, animals, and humans depends for survival. We should take care of our nature. Polluted water will result lack of clean water. Cutting trees will result suffer global warming. If we take care of our nature, then nature will also take care of us in return. When we pollute the water sources, we are the ones who will lack clean water. If again we cut down all trees for our short-term goals, we will suffer global warming, lack of rainfall to grow our food, and many other adverse situations. Therefore, if we love our lives, we must love nature. But as we can see, over the past years, our natural resources are gradually destroyed by us, humans. As you can see on this photo, we are neglecting our nature because we have been too busy inventing things and building structures. There are many ways to remind us, humans, from the fact that we have to take care of our nature with all our efforts. Now, what are the ways we can do to maintain the beauty of our nature? So these are the 5 things you need to know on how we can help to protect and maintain the beauty of our nature. Number 1, consume less. Number 2, choose reusable over single-use plastic. And number 3, use fewer chemicals. Number 4, recycle properly. And lastly, number 5, compose.
Hello students, my name is Melvin Magallaon. I'm here to discuss the continuation of Miss Mary's topic, which is the law that we should follow for our nature. In Article 2, Section 16, the state shall protect and advance the right of the people to balanced and healthful ecology in accord with the rhythm and harmony of nature. In Republic Act 6969, Toxic Substances and Hazardous and Nuclear Waste Control Act of 1990, it provides for the prohibition of entry and transit of hazardous and nuclear waste and their disposal into Philippines while encouraging research and studies of toxic chemicals. In Republic Act 7942, Philippine Mining Act of 1995, mineral resources in lands privately or publicly owned within the territory and exclusive economic zone of the Republic of the Philippines are property of the state, which shall promote and supervise for their rational exploration, development, utilization, and conservation. In Republic Act 8749, Philippine Clean Air Act of 1999, the act provides for the creation of National Program of Air Pollution Management focusing primarily on pollution prevention for the promotion of mass media communication in order to create social awareness and active participation in air quality planning and monitoring. In Republic Act 1903, Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000, it refers to the systematic administration of activities that provide for segregation at sources, segregated transportation, storage, transfer, processing, treatment, and disposal of solid waste, and all other waste management activities which do not harm the environment. In Republic Act 9275, Philippine Clean Water Act of 2004 aims to protect the country water bodies from pollution from land-based sources. It provides for a comprehensive and integrated strategy to prevent and minimize pollution through a multi-sectoral and participatory approach involving all the stakeholders. Everything that keeps our lives moving comes from nature. Whether it's energy, renewable or non-renewable, all come from the same environment. If we preserve the environment, then we are giving back to the planet. This is a major reason why we should take care of the Earth. Just remember that there is nothing that matters more than our planet. Take care of this planet because it's not ours. We are part of it. We do not own it. We simply inhabit this amazing planet. Thank you.
Now we are going to tackle about proud of whatever finished work that complies with standard and quality. I have here 3 characteristics of a creative person. The first one is realistic and imaginative. Creative people like to daydream and imagine the possibilities and wonders of the world. They can immerse themselves in fantasy and imagination, yet remain grounded enough to turn their dreams into reality. They are often described as dreamers, but that doesn't mean that they live with their heads in the clouds. Creative people find practical ways to turn their notion into reality. The next one is proud and modest. Highly creative people tend to be proud of their achievements and accomplishments, yet they are also aware of their place. They may have tremendous respect for others who work in their fields and influence that those previous innovations have had in their work. They can see that their work is often remarkable in comparison of that of others, but it is not something they focus on. The next one is conservative and rebellious. Creative people are out-of-the-box thinker by definition, and we often think of them as non-conformist and even a little bit of rebellious. And now we're going to tackle about the benefits of being creative. The first one is better solving problem. While painting a picture doesn't hold all the answer to your issues in life, being creative certainly teaches new and resourceful way of tackling setback. In fact, using your imagination is very much about thinking outside the box and coming up with new ways approach and norms. So while ups and downs are inevitable part of life, creativity teaches you to solve those low different ways. The next one is save money. Expressing ourselves and control the urge of buying impulsively. If we trade the creativity of consuming for creating, we not only save money, but get a deeper sense of fulfillment. Additionally, the more we learn how to make things ourselves, the less we need to money on buying them. The last one is increased confidence. Creativity isn't about making the perfect piece of art. The more you explore different hobbies, the better at them you will become. The confidence you will experience in your abilities will influence your self-esteem as a whole too. Thank you for listening, students. I hope you've learned something for today.
Hello everyone, my name is Ralia Pinamarga, or you can call me Teacher Ralia or Ma'am Ralia. And for today, I'll be tackling about global solidarity and peace and order. And hopefully, you will learn something from it. And without further ado, let's get to it. So, global solidarity. It's a simple recognition of the fact that we're all in this together. And by this, I mean, for example, surviving on a massive ball of dirt floating through an endless void, that we only get one chance, one planet, and if we screw that thing up, pop goes humanity. It's a difficult concept as it requires wrapping your head around several concepts. First, its individuals are part of society. What affects one affects in all various ways. Example, a tax cut of the rich will reduce income from taxes and result in cuts off for maintaining public infrastructure and programs. In short, the fallout affects all. Second, Every society is a part of a bigger whole. Something that benefits one society might be deleterious to another. Example, Apple might offer iPhones and such for Westerners to enjoy and pay its engineers handsomely, but it does so by exploiting cheap labors in China. Third is, the bigger whole is affected by issues that do not discriminate and require global action. Example is global warming. Will affect us all dearly, whether by wrecking agricultures, turning entire regions uninhabitable, or drowning coastal areas, thus collapsing the economy. Too many people reject one or more of these ideas, or worse, exploit the connections rather than advancing the cause for a just fair world. Our next topic is peace and order. Peace and order is the occurrence of harmony characterized by the lack of violence, conflict behaviors, and the freedom from fear of violence, commonly understood as the absence of hostility and retribution, and attempt at reconciliation. So for example is whenever that you and your sibling is like in a fight, like a heated fight, your parents will always step inside the fight and tell you guys to just talk it out, not to use fists, because it will occur into something way more bigger where you will have violence involved. And with that, your parents is what help you to have that peace and order because you follow your parents' word.
Obey and follow rules that were made for your community and to the country. Be disciplined and responsible. Follow the road signs and don't cross the lane if there's no pedestrian lane. Guys, aside that it is not good or there's a law that you can cross the lane if there's no pedestrian lane, it is also for you to be more safe in crossing the lane. Don't smoke at non-smoking area. These were made not just for you not to smoke, but also there is something reason behind. Maybe there is a children area, they can inhale those smokes. Don't use any illegal substance, just like shabu or marijuana. Follow rules for your safety. Guys, this is for you, for your community as well. Always do garbage segregation for the environment. Always do that when throwing garbage. Join and participate to any of the community events and programs, just like smoking ban, animal abuse, and etc. Not only it will enhance your social skills, and also you will make new friends by joining this kinds of events. How to maintain the peace and order in your community, in your own way, just like obeying the curfew and not making loud noises at nights. Guys, please, let's be mindful of the curfew. Let's not be naughty kids around and not making loud noises at night, because some of the adults who were working, they rest and sleep at night, so let's not bother them.